Alright, let's get this show on the road, shall we? Apologies for the music constantly echoing there. That was my fault entirely. Trying to play the stream through my through my laptop, sorry, not my desktop, whilst actually listening to make sure that it's working properly. Doesn't work when you are also capturing any audio that your laptop makes through the stream. Basically, OBS, well, that's really loud, apologies for that. OBS has a setting now where you can play an audio file through the streaming software rather than what I used to do, which was to play it via media player, and then that would then be streamed through OBS. So I queued up my theme tune. I thought that'd be brilliant. I could play it through here instead of doing it via the other channels. And it works. However, when you're actually streaming, or once you're starting OBS, whether it's streaming or recording, you can't hear what the stream is streaming through your headphones. So I've got my headset on. I've tried 3 different microphones today, and in the end I ended up going back to my £10 Logitech headset. So that tells you something, doesn't it? So whilst the music is playing, I can't hear it through my headphones through OBS. The only way I could hear it was to go on Twitch and unmute my stream. But in doing so, OBS then picks up the stream audio as a second audio input, and that's why the music sounded like it was echoing. That gives you an idea as to the audio delay as well in OBS through to Twitch. I'm just going to make sure that my audio levels are okay. You will hear my voice again echoing. Give me 1 second. Just going to make sure that my audio levels are okay. You will hear my voice again echoing. Give me 1 second. Just going to make sure that my audio levels are okay. You will hear my voice again echoing. Give me 1 second. There we go. Oh wow, that gets worse and worse as it goes on, doesn't it? So yes, OBS on my laptop, it actually works a charm. And I've got tons of new toys that I want to play with as well. Let's transition onto the second screen and you can start to see what I'm talking about. So this is Football Manager. We are playing still as Hatfield. You will see a lot of different things. So my logo is up in the top left corner. The XVI logo is up in the top right corner. I've mentioned what XVI is in my last Football Manager stream, so if anyone missed it, XVI is the name of a company that I've set up with some friends. We are a games developer, I suppose you could call us. So yeah, there's that, and then in the bottom left corner, I'm just making sure that because when I tested this earlier, I think it's to do with this screen size. So if I move this, does it move on OBS as well? Yes, it does. So the original screen size that I was testing this with was about this size. And I resized all the windows to fit, whereas now I've opened it up to full size, which is more like this size. Everything's changed. So with that in mind, now I have to find the right things. My apologies for being really unprofessional here as I'm getting set up. I just want to make sure that everything is the right size. There we go. I'll transition over to that. There we go. Right. What else have we got? We got some other cool stuff. So in the bottom corner here, we've got the view count. There's also an events list, which appears just above it. You can't actually see my cursor when I'm doing this. It's quite annoying. That just lists all the latest followers, stream hosting, donations, and cheers. We then got the tip jar itself on the right hand side, and in fact if I now go into Streamlabs, we've got some other cool stuff as well. So we got the let me just get it up. There we go. We've got the Stream Boss, which has now appeared at the top. I think its health has gone down slightly because I was running some tests earlier, but actually, let me check that, because that doesn't look right to me still. Okay. So I'm going to up the count on these. In other words, I'm going to add a 0 to everything. So as people follow or donate or host or subscribe, you take health off of the boss. Once the boss's health reaches 0, it is defeated, and a new boss will spawn. I'm just going to make sure that this is set up correctly as well. And a new boss will spawn with more health. That is what's supposed to happen. And again, I'm just going to check. There we go. Right, the alert box is underneath that, and at the bottom you've got 3 goals. We've got a donation goal, a follow goal, and a bit goal. All 3 of which I would like to hit by the end of the month. I think the donation one is probably going to be the hardest, but the follower goal we have to get to 10, and the bit goal we have to get to, I think it was 2,500 bits, which should be doable. I mean, I've got that in a night before now, so it should be doable to do it by the end of the month. Anyway, Football Manager, here we are. One of the drawbacks to streaming on my laptop is I don't have a second monitor set up, so I'm trying to control the actual stream on my phone. Hopefully I can see what people are saying in the chat. Let me just do a quick test, because I also want to see if the chat box is set up properly on OBS. It's not really. I need to move it up slightly. In fact, I think it's easier if I just resize it. That's probably not easier, actually. Let me go and tweak this a little bit more. So was it the... Actually, that was fine. It was the height I wanted to change. My apologies for constantly tinkering and messing around with this. I want to make sure that I get it set up correctly this time so that all future streams will be pretty seamless. And that's my phone. One second, everybody. Alright, so, Football Manager. Let's get into it. So I'm still managing Hatfield. We might get interrupted in a minute, by the way. That's what that message was. I said to my family to let me know when they're on their way back, so I can either relocate or go somewhere quiet or whatever. And they're on their way back a hell of a lot earlier than I thought they would be. Football Manager. We're managing Hatfield still. I'm managing Hatfield still. This is 2 seasons, I think, after the last stream. And I'm trying to remember. What have we got? Standings, stages. I suppose that's what we'll do. So, 2 seasons ago, we finished just outside the relegation places on goal difference. Okay, so this is the next season after the stream that I did just over a week ago. We finished mid-table in the end, finished 11th. Not too bad. At one point, we could have broken into the playoffs, but we had a really bad run of results at the end of the season, so we fell out of those places. This season, we started quite badly, actually. We went, I think it's 5 games without a win at the start. I'll show you again in a second, actually, the schedule. And we ended up finishing... We're not finished. We're still playing. What am I talking about? We got 11 games to go, and we are 5th. We're only 5 points off top. Realistically speaking, we could in fact win the league this season. Whether it actually happens or not, I don't know. I would like for it to happen. That would be awesome. But it very much depends on how well we do tonight. I'm just trying to get my dashboard up on my phone again, because for some reason it disconnected. Okay. So, schedule. I might as well show you the fixtures that we've played, what the results were. Josh won't be very happy because I've played Harrogate a couple of times since the last time, and I think I've beaten them every time. So here's the pre-season. We always ignore the pre-season. Oh no, it wasn't 5 games without a win. So we played South Shields, we lost 1-0, same to Boston. We beat Stockport 4-2, we then won 1-0 against Chester, drew 3-3 against Yeovil, lost to Billericay. We had a couple of friendlies that I dotted in here as well. Where's Harrogate? This was a bad game against Halifax, but they were top of the league at the time, so I can't be too upset. It's ones like this. Beating St Albans 3-0 away from home. That's a good result for us. That's a really good result for us. Then we had some real stinkers, like 3-3 draw here. There was another 3-3 draw further up. This one here, losing 3-2 to Team Solent. That really, really sucked because we were 2-1 up and threw it away. Oh, this game is on TV. I didn't even know that. Which we won. Where is Harrogate? There's the first one. So we drew 1-1 with Harrogate first of all. Then we played them in the FA Trophy and we beat them 3-1. So I think we still got to play them once more. Yes, right down here. And in fact, last season I played Harrogate in the final game of the season. And... was it last season? Apparently not. Must have been the season before. I'm sure there was a season where I played him in the last game of the season. Where are they here? Did I win the FA Trophy last season? Do you know what? I don't even remember that. Apparently I won the FA Trophy. That can't be right. No. Right. Yes. So this is last season. And I did beat them 3-0. I don't know what's going on here. Some weird stuff's going on. Alright, and then this season, yeah, we're down to here. We are still in the FA Trophy. We're in the quarter-final. We're playing St Albans at home. We got Bournemouth in the league first, so let's go towards that. But before we do, one final thing here. My squad. There's a lot of changes to the squad compared to last season. We've got new players in. Dominic Ball, Paul Baxter, who's an amazing goalkeeper, by the way. He's come in this season. I mean, you just look at his rating. That tells you all you need to know, really. I can show you his individual stats as well. It gets a little bit more disappointing here when you look at that. Like, Commander Vary is only an 8. But he's a good goalkeeper. He's got good aerial reach, all that kind of thing. And he's probably been the game changer for us this season. We let in a lot of stupid goals last season, and that's been eradicated this season. He's only made 4 mistakes all season, and we're in February now, so you know, pretty good. Game win percentage is 54% as well. We then got a back four currently of James Toshak, Justin Mead, Dominic Ball, and Ryan Barrett. Midfield 2 of James Roberts and John McCrory. We then got Adam Vaughan on the right-hand side attacking. Enoch Musa on the left side. Dean McPherson in the hole, the number 10 role, and then Craig Laycock up front. Laycock went a long time without scoring at the start of the season, and I genuinely thought it wasn't going to be his year. But he's now our top scorer with 20 goals, so he's having an actual barnstormer now this season, even though it took him a long time to get going. He did join us last season. He was at Harrogate on loan. Scored 8 goals in 27 games. This season he scored 16 in 29. So, yeah, tells you all you need to know, really. Right. I think my laptop feels like it's going to be going a little bit slower than usual tonight because of the streaming. I have got the bitrate turned right up, which probably isn't doing me many favours. Although it is in green at the moment. I will zip in and out of OBS from time to time just to check that everything's working properly. I'm a little bit disappointed about the screen size. I put the screen size up. Oh, McCrory's out injured now as well. We've had a lot of problems with injuries this season. I pushed the screen size up so I can actually see what I'm playing. But I might put it down again just so that I can have the sidebars. Because it's quite cool having those sidebars. Right, Alan's going to have to come back into midfield. I can just call him Alan now because Tom Allen has since left the club. So there's no Alan Lallen nonsense. It's just the one. I need a player who can play... There you go, Voanga. Who is mine now. Signed him on a free transfer at the end of last season. And then as soon as I signed him, his rating dropped. So that's a bit disappointing. So, yeah, all these players are injured. McCrory, Fairclough, Harris, Bell. I think, which one was it? I think it was, yeah, Harris. I was trying to sell him, and then he broke his leg. So that ended that. Bell's out for 9 days with a concussion. This guy, Mudd, I brought him in and he broke his leg. Right, literally the day after I signed him, he broke his leg in training. It's one of those seasons. Lots of injuries, but we are doing quite well in the league, so I'll take the hit if it means we do perform well. I probably should be playing a friendly during this this huge gap to keep the squad ticking over. I haven't got it set up currently to manage friendlies, so we will skip through them, but it makes sense. Earns a bit of additional revenue as well, so can't complain at that. Play Northampton there as well. There we go. So yeah, I'm actually surprised with how well the team's playing. I wasn't expecting us to do this well. I thought it would be a bit of a slog. I wasn't particularly looking forward to streaming this again this week because I thought we would have a really bad stream full of defeats. But the team have really turned it round. I've been very impressed. So I'm quite looking forward to it now. The Boreham Wood game is going to be a big test. But I didn't even look at that. So top of the league at the moment is Halifax, then Plymouth, Bath, Telford, then us. Boreham Wood are down near the bottom, so maybe that wouldn't be as big a test as I thought. But yeah, the Halifax game I think is coming up in the near future. Let's see. Oh no, apparently I've played them twice this season. Oh yeah, we lost 3-2 here. And I think we started against them. Oh no, up here. Oh yeah, the 5-2. See, I'm forgetting the fixture list now. I'm forgetting who I've played and when. Alright, everything seems to be behaving itself now as well, which is good. I did do some recording tests earlier and everything went well there, so I was satisfied with that, but I wasn't sure how it would work when I was doing live streams. Alright, so let's see how we do against Stockport in this friendly. This is really, it's just a way of keeping the players ticking over until the next competitive match. You don't want to get injuries, you don't want to play too many friendlies, but at the same time, you don't want rustiness either. One player did get injured, but it was Moha, who's a backup left winger anyway, so nothing too damaging there. Game's holding up well actually, it's still running pretty fast. It runs a lot faster when I'm not streaming obviously, but I think it's still actually running faster than my desktop would be. So all good, thumbs up from that. Alright. Oh yeah, I changed the goalkeeper kits as well. I created a third kit too, because I was fed up of seeing that default boring grey one when there's kit clashes. Alright, who underperformed in that game actually? Oh, Laycock. There we go. I big him up and then he goes and plays badly. Alright, composure. Yes, that is something we've struggled with actually this season, is player composure. We do give the ball away sometimes in midfield areas when perhaps we shouldn't be. If you can hear some football commentary in the background, by the way, I do have the Liverpool game on at the moment. One of the reasons I wanted to stream on my laptop tonight is so I can actually come and watch the football. Spurs lost in the end, can you believe that? 1-0 up. And then threw it away. They didn't really deserve to win, mind, but and Inter Milan's equaliser was very, very good. Alright, we drew 2-2, and Laycock scored twice. So there you go. He's shaken off the rustiness of the last game now. I will be saving quite frequently during the stream tonight as well, because my laptop does sometimes cause FM to crash. Hello, golfer. He's sitting in the same room as me as well this time. Just got him moderating for me, checking the video and audio and everything. Tell you what, it's annoying me a little bit, so I'm going to make this screen size a little bit smaller, just so I can see some of what's going on in the background here. Let me just grab. Whoops. Come on. Here we go. Game capture. The chat box is all messed up as well, I've just noticed. Let's do that. I'm not sure if that's at my end or not though. All these, I mean, it's not even technical problems, really. It's just me trying to get everything to a size that I'm happy with. Just gonna make that a little bit smaller. Scooch back over to this and do fit to screen. Make it a little bit smaller. Drag it in the middle. A bit like that. Let's try that. Let me know if that's too big or too small. It should be fine. I hope it's fine. Alright. Alright. Chat box seems to have fixed itself now. That being said, might have to do a third test because it's too wide now. Let's do it like 350. Actually no, 300 by 300 should be plenty big enough. I think it's to do with the text size actually. Let's see if Streamlabs can help me out with that. This is me fiddling with stuff that I wasn't able to fiddle with earlier. Chat box, there we go. Scroll down. Font size. Right. Apologies everyone. If you're watching this on YouTube as well, I can't apologise enough. Me fiddling around with all this stuff. Alright, let's do that and then put that there. Golfer, if I could ask you to just test it one more time. Test it. Alright, just waiting for the test. That's probably one of the reasons why. It's still too far over to the left hand side for my liking, but I can't really move it over there, because if someone's message is bigger than the box size, then it'll disappear off the side. I'm just going to make it a little bit smaller. That's too small. God, I've got to stop fiddling with things. Alright, one last test. And then I'm not fiddling with it again. Unless it's really bad. Yeah, it's really bad. I'm just going to leave it as it was, like that. I'm wondering if there's a setting somewhere to have the text stick to the right hand side of the box rather than the left. Let me check that. No, it doesn't look like it. There is actually. It's quite annoying. Oh well. Right, stop fiddling. Stop fiddling. Otherwise we'll be here all night. Okay. Foot manager. Let's focus on the focus, shall we? Right, so we have got Boreham Wood coming up. Who's this? Fruit. I don't even know who Fruit is. One of my youth players, I'm guessing. Whoops. Managed to change the size of the capture again. Actually, that's okay. I think the proportions have changed slightly, but overall, it's okay. Alright, Boreham Wood. I don't know what the game audio level is going to be like either. I was tweaking with it a little bit earlier, but it could well still be quite loud. So we'll find that out in a second. Alright. So, I'm pretty much going to play the same team that I did before. So Baxter in goal, Toshak, Mead, Ball and Barrett across the back, Roberts and Allen in midfield, Musa, Vwanga and Vaughan across the attacking line, and then Laycock up front on his own. Match plans are pretty much as they were last time out. I did add some extra ones here to do with extra time, because I did have an FA Trophy game that went to extra time and didn't have any match plans set up, which did make it a little bit difficult. I think that nearly cost us the game at one point because of that as well. So I've learnt from that mistake. We've now got it all set up, and we're going to go into the game. Alright. Game volume is a little bit loud still, so let me just tweak that down. Whoops. Didn't mean to click on Boreham Wood's logo then. That's problematic. Alright, do you know what? I'm just going to go full screen for this. Move all this stuff back to where it's supposed to be. So you don't go there. What am I doing? You go there. League table goes underneath. Just going to resize that one. Game volume's still a bit loud in my ear, actually. Managed to change that. Alright, let me pause this for just a second. So if I get it right once, I don't have to fiddle around with it again. So you're going to go there, you're going to go there. I can't move this one without moving that. So resize you. And then resize this one, maybe? Alright, let me take some of these out. Kilometers run, don't need. Yellow cards, don't need. Saves parried, I don't need. There we go. Alright, play. So I've no idea what that's done to OBS. I was going to do that, fit to screen, transition it over. There we go. Alright, so Vwanga on the ball. Plays it to Vaughan. Back to Allen. Over the top to Barrett, who's made a good run actually. Crosses it in. Laycock's header just over the bar. Nichols with the goal kick for Bournemouth. Allen wins a good header there. Vwanga plays it to Laycock. I'm still fiddling around with window sizes. Pulls a good save out the keeper, and it is a corner to Hatfield. Crossed in by Vwanga, heads out by Davey. Laycock picks it up. Finds Vwanga. Straight into the keeper's hands. Not a good cross. Barrett plays the 1-2 with Allen there. Plays it to Roberts on the edge of the box. Shooting opportunity. He didn't get a good connection there. Right, Allen to Roberts. Round the corner nicely to Vwanga. Finds Musa. Clever ball to Laycock. Good shot from him just over the bar. Right, ball down the left-hand side. Wolfenden's running onto it. That's a good ball actually to him. Is that their first shot? That is their first shot of the game in the 18th minute, and it wasn't even on target. We should win this game quite easily. Whether that actually happens or not, I don't know. But we should win this. Considering where they are in the league, we should win this convincingly. Got a couple of players on yellows now. Both midfielders, in fact, on yellows. That's not good. Have to tell them to be careful in the second half. Guy with the free kick for Bournemouth. Clever ball to Mitchell. Guy's still open on out wide. Smith now. Barrett with a good tackle. It's a goal kick after all that. Bloody hell. There was me thinking it was a corner. Apparently not. Right, coming up to 10 minutes before half time. Still 0-0. We haven't had any more shots since the 20th minute, actually. That's quite worrying. T with the crossing opportunity. He does get the ball in. Baxter commands his area. Apparently he's only got a rating of 8 for that, but he does that quite a lot, actually. Comes and gets the ball. Guy now with the crossing opportunity. He does whip one in. Oof. Baxter did not get that one then. That very nearly went wrong. Okay, Barrett with the free kick for us. Finds Vwanga. Round to Laycock. Left-footed shot. Straight down Nichols' throat. He's not worried about that one bit. Vaughan now. Plays it to Allen. Roberts. Great ball out to Musa. Crosses it in towards Laycock. Headed away by the defender. Roberts with a chance to recycle it. Finds Musa. Into the channel for Laycock. And there's the goal. 1-0 Hatfield. Very well taken goal from the hitman. Roberts here as well did very well just to hold it up, allow Laycock to run into the channel, picks out Musa, great reverse ball, a tidy finish past the keeper. Alright, Hargreaves for Boreham Wood finds Macefield. T in the centre. I think it was Roberts that sort of intercepted that. T again. Finds Mitchell. Guy on the overlap. Crosses it in low. Wolfenden's hit the post. Dominic Ball thumps it away. McCourtry over the top. And that's the end of the attack. Now we just got to try and hold on to this lead till half time now. Regroup, come out second half, a little bit more defensive. Not too defensive. I'd quite like to double the lead actually, that would make me a little bit more comfortable. Chapman for Boreham Wood. Allen with a great interception. Good header as well to find Vaughan. Roberts now on the ball. He just bides his time. He likes to look for the space and the options before making a decision. And the Boreham Wood midfield just seems to want to stand off him and let him make those decisions. We're seeing a lot of the ball here actually, 62% possession. And the fans seem to be enjoying it as well. Good pass again into Laycock, and that is 2-0. Who saw that coming? I thought we were just going to pass it around the midfield. I think this is my biggest home attendance of the season as well, actually, in terms of home fan turnout. Is it 417 fans I think we've got? Which is, considering we got a stadium capacity of 4,000, isn't great still, but we're getting there slowly but surely. Every season we spend in the National League, we get more fans, more season tickets. And this could be our break this season to get into the Football League, so alright, any substitutions yet? Not quite. If we score a third, then we'll go into the ultra defensive system that I have set up. Laycock now with a chance to break. Picks out Musa out wide. Musa's very good at dribbling with the ball at his feet. Look at that, beats his man. Crossing opportunity, does cross it to Vwango, puts it just wide. That was a really good counter-attack from us then. Deserved a goal. Davey heads it away. Vwango with a chance to deliver it again. Knocks it back to Ball. Vwanga forward to Laycock. Picks out Roberts in space. Vwanga, nice little triangles we got going here. Musa with the shot, Nichols with the catch. Evening, Josh. Doing good. Doing good. Streaming on the laptop for the first time, so things are a little bit different to what they would normally be. Right, cross in from the left for Boreham Wood. Toshak heads it up and out. Musa not quite quick enough to get there. Chapman with a shooting opportunity. Good save, Baxter. Chapman with the corner. Allen, commanding header as well. And again. And he finds Laycock. We got another countering opportunity here. Plays it to Vaughan this time. Vaughan's also quite a good dribbler. I wouldn't say he's as good as Musa, as he's just demonstrated there by giving the ball away. Look at the formation Boreham Wood are playing now. They basically got 6 at the back with those 2 DMs. Very difficult to break down. Ball with a good header. Finds Roberts to Musa. Nearly picked out Laycock. Hargreaves thumps it away. Toshak now on the left hand side. Inside to Allen. Forward to Vwanga. Guy lofts it clear. Mead brings it down. He then pumps it forward. Headed away from Laycock. Allen now. Finds Roberts. Vwanga in space in the centre. Good little reverse ball to Vaughan. Just over the bar. We are all over Boreham Wood now. 63% possession. We do have to be careful. We do get complacent sometimes in matches, particularly when there's balls played over the top, like that one from Guy. Although Dominic Ball dealt with that very, very well. Vwanga found Vaughan perfectly out wide. Back inside to Roberts. Out to the left, this time to Musa. Roberts again. Tried to play Laycock in first time. Vwanga to Vaughan now. Yeah, Boreham Wood are just happy to sit back and let us play football in midfield at the moment. If we can just slip one ball in behind their back line. That's all it's going to take. Extend the lead to 3 and then we can relax a little bit more and enjoy the last 25 minutes. Oh, there we go. That's exactly what I was afraid was going to happen. Brad Mitchell with the goal. 2-1 now. We let them play football there. See Chapman to Mitchell. Out to Masefield. We just played it first time pretty much. Back straight into the middle. And Mitchell was waiting for it. Alright, we should see some changes happening now with the match plan. Maybe not. Tactically we've changed, but we haven't made any subs. Mead's not actually playing that well, only playing a 6.4. Huh. There's me thinking we were dominating at the back, and actually we've got a weak link there. Now we're going to sit deep. So Allen and Musa came off, Darling and Moha came on. So there's a straight swap, Musa to Moha. And I think, yeah, Darling's playing centre-back now, and Mead's moved up into the DM. That was a good free kick there from Vwanga, by the way. Very nearly went in. 9 minutes to go. I can see Davis coming on for Laycock when we switch to the super defensive formation. Which should happen any second now. It's been a hit and miss performance really. We've done really well attacking wise, scored 2 very good goals from Laycock, but then we just stopped playing after that. We weren't making chances. You could argue that with Bournemouth's formation it was very difficult to get into the attacking positions. Yeah, it's not been brilliant. It's not been terrible. It's not been brilliant. Who's the final sub? Oh, Ball came on. Oh no. Okay, well that's messed everything up. I'm just trying to work out what we switched to. So Ball came on for Laycock. I'm trying to work out who moved into midfield. Yeah, we don't need to see that replay. We need to go ultra attacking again. I think it should change any second now to the attacking. There we go. For some reason Darling's now playing up front. I'm not happy with that. Let's see, tactics. So I'm going to put Voanga up front. No, I'm going to put Voanga up front. I'm going to move you back there. Ball is going to go there. Barrett is going to go there. And we're going to go overload. That. Work ball into the box, sure. Slightly higher defensive line. Take more risks. Much higher tempo. As wide as we can get. All of this stuff. Get stuck in. Why not? Mixed passing. Run at defense. Roam. Expressive. Play. Come on, we got 1 minute left. Plus injury time. Mitchell on the ball, went for the shot. Tomball cleared it to Voanga on the halfway line. He picks out Moho. I don't know what that was meant to be. I think it's supposed to be a ball forward. Voanga was on for the 1-2. Just didn't play it to him for some reason. Where's Vaughan, by the way? He's playing centre midfield. I don't like that. I'm going to swap. Where are we? Actually, Vaughan can play right wing back. No, that's not going to work. Put Roberts back in midfield, Vaughan on the wing. I'll have to remember that for future though. Vaughan can play right wing back. Alright, Chapman to Macefield. Good interception by Dominic Ball. Vaughan now on the ball. Plays it over the top. Voanga running onto it. Come on. First time shot. Bottom left corner. Get in. 3-2. There you go. The best form of defense is offense. That was a great pass by Vaughan over the top. Voanga broke the offside trap. Normally when he hits it first time, he blazes it over. I'm very glad he got that one right. Yes, I will proceed with the tactical changes. Alright, Hargreaves to Chapman. Got just over a minute of the game left. Mitchell now. Back to Davey. Forward to Chapman. Inside to Mitchell again. Chapman over the top to Macefield. Crosses it in low. No problems there for Mead. Barrett with a good tackle there. Needs to get it clear, and does. No one on the halfway line though. Darling with a commanding header there as well. Roberts gives it away now. Tomball wins it back, finds Voanga. He's on his own at the moment. And that was not a good pass from him either. Oh dear. Alright, Wolfenden. McCourtry plays it over the top. Toshak Does very well there to intercept. Baxter plays it first time towards Vaughan. It's cut out by Macefield. Wolfenden. Chapman. Mitchell. Hits the post. Darling hacks it away, and that's full time. Oh, we made that very difficult for ourselves there. Very difficult. Somehow we come out with a win though. Alright, I'm just going to save the game really quickly, and then I'm going to relocate. So, bear with me just 1 second. Yeah, my laptop's developed this very weird thing where if I'm in the middle of a match and I unplug it, you'd think it would just carry on as normal, but it doesn't because game crashes. Only whenever I unplug it though. If I just leave it to run, and even the old bugs in the past that used to make the game crash, none of them still happen, but if I unplug it, the game just crashes back to desktop. Alright, let me relocate. The beauty of having a laptop is you can just move it. Yeah, Liverpool 2-1. I don't actually know who scored. I think Liverpool's second was a Milner penalty, was it not? I don't know who scored the first. And I did see that Meunier equalised for... not equalised. Scored for PSG. Alright. I'm in a soundproof room now, so I can talk a little bit louder. I was doing hushed tones because my family were in the room. It feels awkward trying to do a live stream when you've got a live audience. Particularly when someone's tutting and sighing because you're talking out loud. Right. Where am I going to plug this in? You missed the start of the stream, Josh. I was talking about my matches against Harrogate. The last 2 seasons I've played them, I'm undefeated. And I've only drew with them once. So all the other times I beat them. Including in the FA Trophy this season. I beat them. I can't find where to plug this in. There's no free socket anywhere for some reason. Also, I'm assuming that the connection is still okay. It seems to be. Alright, I'm just going to have to guess at something and unplug it. Alright, I can plug it in here. It's fine. Just got to remember to plug it back in again afterwards. There we go. And we're back. So yeah, we worked really hard for that result against Bournemouth just then. We made it very difficult for ourselves. Not the greatest performance. I mean, the headline there says we're in control. We were for like 70 minutes, and then we spiraled out of control, and there's only when I got involved and made some changes that we actually came back into it. We'll give Laycock some good words. I was always nice to him, even when he wasn't scoring. He was on a terrible goal drought. Everything he was hitting was going wide or over the top, and normally at that point I would take a player aside and say, you're going to be dropped if you don't improve soon. But with him, I said, I know you haven't scored a lot recently, but I have faith in you. And the very next game, he went out and scored a hat-trick. So, yeah, it's just one of those things. He's been a very good striker, actually. I had Matt McClure in my attack a couple of seasons ago. A few seasons ago now, in fact. And he was probably the closest I'd gotten to replacing Dinsmore and Parsons. But Laycock looks like he's going to take that mantle as his. Particularly as if we get promoted into League 2, he's still young enough that he can very easily adapt. So he's probably going to be our main man for quite some time. Anyway, I'm going to stop being rude now, Josh. How's things with you? Haven't spoken for a while, actually. Sort of just been getting on with our own things at the moment. I am going to have a full streaming schedule this week, which means that GTA should be returning on Saturday. However many people there are going to be actually playing it, I don't know yet. I do need to ask around. This guy here, I did try and sign him. The deal broke down because of this. Team Solent, they are very good at signing good players, but I don't know what it is about these players. They get very greedy when it comes to things like agent fees. I mean, look at that. He wants £7,500. Not a chance. And you're not getting a signing on fee either. You can act like a spoilt child, or you can accept the deal that we're offering you. There we go. Because he can play in that midfield role that we are starting to become short of on... let me try that sentence again. He can play in that centre midfield role, the position that is currently the one that we're running short of because all the players getting injured. I'm more interested in, however, in playing him behind the striker, because that is his preferred position. It's the position he does best in. And it's also the position that we were struggling in. We've got Vawanga that played there last game, but apart from his goal, he didn't really do much for me. I wasn't that impressed. What's my transfer budget now? Oh, we're not going to be able to afford the Parrot deal. That's annoying. Alright, let me see. I don't know what this app can offer in terms of seeing who's in the chat. So I might have to scooch over to this, and then this, and then this. Going back to the Champions League very quickly, I'm kind of hoping Liverpool lose tonight, because I think they're starting to get a little bit cocky again. You know, they've had some good results. Not going to deny that. But, you know, the Spurs game was their best game of the season, no doubt. They've been a little bit cocky about it all. Olsen. Oh, yeah. I signed him as cover because Barrett got injured for a little bit. Alright. Team Solent. If we win this match, we can go second. Oh no, we have to win by 11 goals for that to happen, so that's probably not going to be very possible. But, Bell's back. Bell is back, and he does well playing there. I believe, training him to play Shadow Striker. Third week, sixth form at the moment. Enjoying it a lot. Got Transport Fever recently and haven't played GTA myself in weeks. Yeah, I saw you playing Transport Fever actually. I do own the game. I've just not found much motivation to play it. I think it's too arcade-like for my liking. It's very difficult when you play the game with money. It's very difficult to actually make a profitable company to start with, particularly the way I play it. Which could just say more about me than it does about the game. I'm not criticising the game for that, by the way. The bit I am criticising the game for is everything that it improves upon from Train Fever. It still doesn't do it quite enough for me to think this is a good game. I think it's an okay game. I wouldn't go as far to say it's good or great. But you know, each to their own. It's kind of, if they made Transport Tycoon with Transport Fever's graphics, that's the game I want. Where you can actually scroll around, you can rotate the camera, you can zoom in and out, all that kind of thing. And Train Fever was supposed to be that, but there was so much that you can do in OpenTTD that you can't do in Train and Transport Fever. I think that's where they missed the trick. We can do a warm-up session. I went on yesterday and did a couple of races. I mainly went on to pick up my money from the bonus thing they did. Was it last week or the week before? So I got $500,000 from that, which is more than I thought I'd got actually, because I haven't been on there much myself recently. I've done a few races here and there. I think I did a couple of random heist drop-ins last week as well, and a couple of supply runs, but nothing major. I've mostly been upgrading some of my vehicles and outfits, and at some point I will deck out my office and apartment a bit better as well, make it look a bit nicer. And I bought my motorcycle club warehouse, so I need to actually go and buy the storage warehouses for all of that stuff, mainly so that my nightclub can start accruing more goods. Alright, coming up to 10 minutes, still 0-0. Well, it could change here. Bell with the corner, headed away. Roberts now on the ball. Finds Allen. His shot. Oh, that's awful effort. Yeah, I'll get in touch with Kurt this week as well and see if he wants to join us on Saturday. I think it's I think he's working on Saturday, so it might be he'll join us like an hour in, kind of thing. I'm still debating whether to buy the drone station for my terabyte, because it adds those 2 client jobs which I'd like to stream, but then, you know, in an actual live stream, doing those 2 client jobs takes up, you know, 20 minutes, half an hour, depending on how hard it is. And then what do you do for the rest of the time? So I think what I might do instead is just create loads of playlists for races and death matches and survivals, that kind of thing. And then over the next few weeks on stream, we can go through all of those. So I was watching Achievement Hunter do Jackbox today, and they did a variety of game modes, and a lot of them looked a lot of fun actually, including, I think it was a race that we did a few weeks ago. That's poor goal to concede. A few weeks ago we did that race in the pipes. I can't remember what it's called now, and I know that's a very broad statement because a lot of races on GTA take place in pipes, but I did recognise it, so it's cool to see that they did that one as well. This is awful defending. Barrett did a good tackle there, but no one picked up on it, the loose ball. And because Barrett came over to make that challenge, no one was covering the right back position, so Colclough had the reign of wherever Team Solent are based, Southampton. He had the freedom of Southampton then to pick out the top corner. Not a good start, lads. I always feel the team plays badly on stream. They're just camera shy. It's not much fun to watch. I mean, I'm hoping it's fun for you guys to watch, but for me it's frustrating because I know my team are better than this. What else was I thinking of doing on GTA? There was something else. I think it was to do with trying new game modes. Oh yeah, I'm saving up for the aircraft hangar still. And I think once I've bought that, and then bought all the warehouses for the MC stuff, then I own one of every business. So I need to get the vehicle warehouse as well. Then I'll own everything to do with the businesses. So then I'll be a bit stuck as to what to do purchasing wise. Might just have to start buying nice cars and more houses. Some garages maybe as well. Right, Allen to Bell. Finds Roberts. Round the corner to Musa. Tame effort there from him. Bell 6.4. Laycock 6.4. Ball 6.4. Bell's gone down to a 6.3 now. Allen finds Bell. Out to Vaughan. That's better play from us. Back inside to Allen. Rakes it over the top to Musa. Another good ball from him. Roberts now to Bell. To Vaughan. Goal. We're back in it. We are back in the game. As Musa picked out Roberts into Bell. Found Vaughan. Keeper just sort of knelt down as the ball went past him there. Yeah, there's a few vehicles I've got my eye on. There's a couple that I'd like to try out. I'm interested in getting a weaponized vehicle that can go in the back of my Mobile Operations Center. And I am debating getting an Oppressor Mark II, just so I've got a vehicle that goes in the Terabyte as well. I've upgraded my Terabyte, actually. It's a lot better. And the vehicle that I do nightclub deliveries with, I've upgraded that to the Max too. I haven't bought the other vehicle that you can do deliveries with. It's the... I want to say Tampa, but I know it's not that. Is it Stamper or something like that? It's called Semper. I've upgraded that to the Max. I might see about an Akuma or a Buzzard maybe, so I've got some air support. But yeah, besides that, it's mostly going to be aesthetic vehicles that just look nice and sound nice. I mean, that's the priority now. A nice fast car would be good. A grotty maybe. We'll see. We'll see. It's got to be a car that looks nice in the company colours as well. Right, Vaughan with the long ball over the top. Laycock running onto it. Bell's taken up a very good position in the middle here, actually, if Laycock can find him. Laycock is selfish. That's why you're playing a 6.3, mate. Look, even Bell's got up to a 6.8. He's learned. He's improved. Toshak throws it to Bell. Finds Vaughan. And there was another wasted opportunity. Anyone else on the Twitch website or the Twitch app got that really annoying tap here to verify thing? Because I keep tapping it and it sends an email to an email address that I didn't even know was associated with my account, which is supposedly linked to my Gmail account, and yet no email ever comes through. So I'm not sure what that's all about. Alright, 1-1 at half time. We need to improve badly. Badly, badly, badly. Savage. I have a feeling if I got an Oppressor, I wouldn't be any good on it. That's my concern right now. Oh, that was nearly a goal. Right, I'm going to tab out the game really quickly to see if I can get this this code so I don't have to do my thing again. Excuse me 1 second. Yeah, it's I don't get this because the email it sent it to I deactivated a long time ago. And yet, for some reason, it still comes up. So I'm not sure what that's all about. I don't think I've missed anything dramatic by the sounds of it. Greenwood's come on. Who'd he come on for? Alan. Huh. We must have gone 2 up top. Oh, there we go. I just pressed to stop showing me this thing. And it's gone away. Yeah, I think if I get an Oppressor, I'll crash it all the time. I'd be more comfortable in a Deluxo because it's a car rather than a bike. I mean, you've seen me on the Pacific Standard job, Josh. I'm terrible on the bike. That's Toshak sent off. Alright. Sort of gives me an excuse to make a tactical change. So I'm going to keep Greenwood up front. Laycock is going off. So I'm going to move that there, do that, do this. Come on. That's where I wish I had a touch screen. Alright, we're going to go overload, all of this still. You're going to go mixed, take more risks, and do that. Everything else should be a-okay. Yeah, exactly. Flying and driving. I need an aircraft hangar to store some of the planes that I want to buy, like a Sparrow. That looks quite good. Dropping bombs and flying fast, that kind of thing. Ooh, Greenwood did well actually there. Considering he was on his own. No one was keeping up with him. He won a corner, which we didn't seem to make the most of by the looks of things. That's a shame. Yeah, I'll have to create a wish list of vehicles that I want to buy. I want one of every class, essentially, on top of the ones I've already got. So I'm going to have to buy some garages here, there and everywhere in order to store it. Or, actually, what I might do is go back into foreclosures and upgrade my nightclub's garage to maximum size. Just so I've got enough space to store everything. Might as well increase the warehouse size while I'm there if I haven't done so already. Alright, Perrott with the ball in. Roberts with the header away. Ball now with the opportunity. Plays it to Musa. Greenwood is charging down the middle there. He's been forced out wide now. Greenwood now with the ball in. Musa went for the header. Robertson did well. And it's a Hatfield throw. Yeah, I'll buy the aircraft, you be the pilot. I didn't used to be good at shooting in vehicles. I still don't think I'm that great. Just sometimes I get a lucky pot shot. And that's all it takes. Particularly when you're being chased by AI. When you're being chased by played characters, it's a bit different. But when you're being chased by NPCs, all you got to do is shoot the driver. Because the passenger isn't smart enough to move over into the driver's seat. So you just take out the driver. Or, if you're really accurate, you shoot just in front of the rear left tyre. Because on most vehicles, that's where the fuel tank is. So you can just blow it up that way with one or two shots. That wasn't a penalty. You are kidding me. That was a nothing challenge. Was he even in the box? That is absolute bull. Do you know what? It's good to see Dominic Ball running up and challenging the referee there as well. Particularly as he's the captain, so I expect him to do that. But that wasn't a penalty. Never a penalty. I don't think my keeper has ever saved a penalty in this save. Oh, that's really poor. Alright. We got some tactic changes to make. So, Dom Ball's going off. Darling's coming on. Barrett, you're moving inside like that. You, Ball, are moving there. Vaughan, you're moving there. Musa, you're moving there. I mean, that doesn't feel right, actually. Oh, yeah, Vaughan, you're swapping with Musa. And then you two are swapping, actually. And then you're playing there. Something like that. Go route 1. We'll try that. We'll see how that goes. Colclough crosses it in. Good header away from Ball. Musa not quite fast enough. Good interception there by Barrett. Not a good ball by Barrett. Robertson plays it to Colclough. Good challenge from Barrett, but it is a corner. Which is not really what we wanted at this stage of the game. We want the ball to be up the other end of the pitch. Tactical change has now happened. I mean, they've not gone super defensive. They've moved a couple of players around. They're not trying to kill the game just yet. If we can just create a chance, that's all it really takes now. It's just one chance. I'll take a draw from this. A defeat would feel like a real sucker punch, to be honest. Particularly in front of a crowd of 150 people. That's ridiculous. There's no one here. Alright, Smith with the ball forward. Mead heads away. Bell picks it up. He played it too early there to Greenwood. He's killed that chance there. Vaughan might rejuvenate it. Finds Bell. Greenwood shot. Oh. Wasted opportunity. Come on. One chance. That's all we need. One chance. We're dominating possession. We're dominating chances as well. Cameron goes long. I mean, he's aimed for the corner flag, but none of his teammates are going to get there. Baxter, I mean, he put his heart and soul into that, you can tell. Ball brings it down well. That's a nice ball to Greenwood. Bell needs to catch up. Greenwood went for goal. Again, not the most convincing chance there. Smith goes long. Mead wins the header again, finds Bell. Plays it to Greenwood. Shoots straight down the keeper's throat. I mean, that's another shot on target, I suppose. It's another one for the stats. We're in injury time now. Barrett with the free kick. Plays a nice one actually to Vaughan. Good dribbling from Vaughan. Whips it in. Oh, Greenwood just needed to get on his bike a little bit quicker. Barrett heads it away. Bell now. That wasn't a bad ball. Just Tom Ball isn't really a winger, so he doesn't really know to run in behind there. Mead with another commanding header finds Musa. It's not a bad pass either. Greenwood just needs to show some more composure. I'm going to say push forward. I'm torn between that one and demand more, but I don't think demand more actually does anything. Whereas push forward just tells them to, well, yeah, push forward. Vaughan with a cross. Oh, I think that deflection was just enough to get it away from the run of Greenwood there. Mead hammers it forward to Vaughan. Great control. Poor pass. Mead now finds Roberts. Out to Ball. Into Bell. Musa. Finds Vaughan. Crossing opportunity here. Plays it to Greenwood. Oh, good defending from their guy. It's frustrating. We've had so many chances. 19 shots. Only 7 on target, though. God, that's a new way of taking it to the corner flag, isn't it? Come on, break. Damn it. If that game had just gone on for 30 seconds longer, we might have actually scored an equaliser then, because their entire team seemed to be between our defensive line and our goal, which meant all that space in front. It was the sending off. If it wasn't for the sending off, we'd have had the men to get back into that. Poor from Toshak. He'll know it as well. I'm not saying anything to Bell because he had a really poor first half. Alright, so Toshak is suspended, so I'm going to bring Foster here and then swap him with Ball. McPherson's back. How long has he been back for? Was he available for that last game? So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to do that, and then on the bench we're going to have... I'd have liked an extra winger actually, but maybe not. I mean, Moher plays on the left, Greenwood can play on the right. That works for me. Yeah, that works for me. I'm copying Loki in not having a goalkeeper on the bench. It's actually... I moan a lot about only having 5 subs, but if you don't have a sub keeper, okay, once in a blue moon you will end up in a position where you need a sub keeper. Which did happen actually. Mead's debut for us, he ended up playing in goal for the rest of the game because I think it was Henry we had in goal at the time, got injured. But yeah, it gives you a lot more flexibility on the bench. Yeah, we can't afford that deal. That's annoying. Right, I'm just going to go check the scoreline in the football quickly, and I'm also going to go grab a drink quickly. So I'll be back in just a second. If you can hear that creaking in the background, by the way, it's an office chair that we've had for like 10 years or so, so it's very creaky, and it leans back a lot further than I deem safe. So if you hear my voice suddenly go like that, it's because I feel like I'm about to fall out the back of the chair. But yeah, back in a sec, guys. Alright, still 2-1. And I got my drink. That was the other thing. I was trying to remember what the other reason I was for stepping away. Right, yeah, this is the guy. I really want to sign him. I don't think he'll be good enough for League 2 though. He might be. He might be thinking about it. As you can see, I've been scouting Team Solent a lot because they've got a lot of good players who are playing on non-contract terms for them. And yet when I try and sign them, they ask for £1 million. Very selfish. Very greedy. Do you know what? Isaac Vassell. I'm looking for more attacking options. Because I do feel sometimes our players are a little complacent. Yeah. Instead about getting a drink and checking the score. I prefer Yakubiak. So if he's willing, he is willing. That's good. To play for no wages. I like players that do that, particularly in their latter days of their career. They know they're not good enough to play regular football, so they'll just take a pay-as-you-play deal. Got a lot of respect for that. And then there's some greedy bastards who just want all the money in the world. Left back, that was the other position. You got Josh Morris. You know, I'm tempted to try and bring him in as well because he can play left wing. It's just, I asked the reason. He wants to be a coach as well as a player, but his coaching stats are terrible. Yeah, still doesn't want to be. He doesn't want to play ball. Sam Fell, you look quite good, but I think I'll have to buy you, and I've got no money. We'll just do that one for now. I want to try and play more matches. I keep getting distracted. That's the problem with this game. When I'm playing off camera, I do spend a lot of time doing scouting and you know, just analysing data and things like that. And then when it comes to me doing a stream, I forget that I'm trying to be entertaining and I just try and play the game. And then I end up just doing the really boring scouting and stuff again. Looks like Parrot's going to Telford. It depends what you guys want to see though. So I know when I did my basic series, some people were asking just for match play and that kind of thing, tactics advice. Some people wanted to see how I scout players and how I sign staff members, what kind of things I look for. So I'm willing to sort of throw all that together into one big bundle. He looks stoned as hell, that guy. Do you see that? I'm willing to throw that into one big bundle, if that's what people want to see. Because this is replacing the Journeyman series, I do need to know what kind of things you guys are interested in. I know there are people that are upset about the Journeyman series ending. It will be back next year, with slightly better planning as well. So I don't think I implemented it that well this time around. The problem with like sitting down to play Football Manager, I don't do it for like 20 minutes to make a video and then I stop. I want to keep playing on and on and on. That's one of the things I hated about doing the Journeyman, was there were times where I would just be playing it in the background for fun, and then I would have to stop and turn off the game because it's either too late or I don't have enough time to actually sit down and record a video at that exact moment. But whatever is happening in the game at the time has to be on a video because it's a cup final or it's, you know, a really important game. And it does get quite frustrating. It's not like, I mean, Cities in Motion is a good example where if I'm building something, I will just switch on OBS and record it and turn it into a time lapse. But you can't really do that with Football Manager. You can't time lapse something on Football Manager. It's quite frustrating. Anyway, the reason I'm stuck on this screen is I wanted to point out Oakland's College, sponsoring St Albans. That's the college I went to, where I got my diploma in engineering, which I have never used since. It's one of those diplomas. Right, Davis, I'm going to take out of the team. I'm going to put Jakubiak on the bench for his debut. I suppose I'll announce at this point as well. My stream schedule is going to be changing in the not too distant future. Let's give you number 34. So, Football Manager, this will always be happening on Tuesday nights, circumstances permitting. If the Steamers are playing at home, for example, on a Tuesday night, I won't be streaming because I'll be at the match. I would quite like to be watching the Champions League right now, but I feel like I need to commit to this. Wednesdays will be alternating still between scenarios and route building on Train Simulator, and I think tomorrow night is another Train Sim World night, because the scenarios are going to alternate as well between Train Simulator and Train Sim World. So I might not be driving the trains tomorrow. I might just be sitting in the cab watching the world go by. But you know, it's not a bad thing either. We can have a little chat whilst we play some trains. Thursday is still going to be Minecraft. So we've got some really cool projects lined up for the next couple of weeks now on Minecraft. Really loud again. What's happened to the game audio? Doesn't appear to have gone up. We just have a very loud crowd in this game for some reason. Friday. Yeah, Friday's the one that's going to be different. Because we've done things in the past. Friday was originally... what was Friday originally? Planet Coaster. God, bloody hell. Completely forgot what I was playing then. Planet Coaster it used to be. Then we switched to Space Engineers a few weeks ago. We did one of them. It's my fault that we've not done more of them, by the way, because mainly because I took my 2 weeks off straight after that, and then not last Friday, the Friday before, I did the first of these streams, Football Manager streams. But I think Friday might just be a random game night, so any game that I have in my Steam library, we might do, depending on if I can get the viewers in, we might do a vote. So like this Friday, I will choose a game. And then during the course of the stream, I'll have a poll set up where people can vote for what game they want to see me play next week, next Friday. So, you know, games like Space Engineers, Kerbal Space Program, RimWorld, Software Inc., the original Cities in Motion, the first Cities in Motion, games like that. There will be games that I won't put on the list. For example, Planet Coaster won't be on the list, Football Manager, Minecraft, Cities in Motion 2, they won't be on the list because they're already featured on the channel. But we just do a random game night. I might throw some Xbox games in there as well. You know, we could do Fallout 4 or Assassin's Creed Syndicate, which I still haven't finished. That kind of thing. Oh, Laycock, he should have shot then. But yeah, I've been reflecting on the channel a lot recently, and I realised that there's a lot of stuff that I just wasn't enjoying doing anymore. I was forcing myself to do it, and I've always said, if I'm forcing myself to do something on the channel, then it's not worth doing it anymore. So, Planet Coaster is getting more and more frustrating with the game not working. I'm still playing the game in the background, by the way, and I will do periodic updates. Check out Reddit if you want to see those updates. I'll always tweet when I post on there, so you'll be able to keep up to date on global ventures. But it was getting really frustrating to stream, which is why I quit doing it. Space Engineers, I think, is a good replacement, but we need to get the interest going again. So I need to get in touch with some of the old crew and some of the new crew, in fact, and see if they want to join me on there again. Plus, Space Engineers can be a bit sporadic as well as to whether it wants to cooperate or not. I will need to get a dedicated server set up for it, that's for sure. And then we need to make sure there's enough people going on there to make that a viable option. But yeah, I'm going to try and make it fun again. It's too structured as well. That's the other thing. The YouTube uploads, I think, will still be structured, but I might cut down the upload schedule a little bit. It's a lot easier to do a 2-hour live stream and then upload that to YouTube as a video. Cities in Motion will stay as it is. 2 episodes a week I think is perfectly fine. If I record a week or two in advance as well, that gives me a buffer to edit and upload. Good goal, Musa. Good ball, McPherson. Plus, Cities in Motion is a fun game to play. I've got the episode plans, and I've got people giving me ideas in the comments as well. I think the next 4 or so episodes are covered by what people have requested. So that's what makes it fun. When it's just me on my own, sat in a dark room, desperately trying to come up with ideas, that's when I sort of pull the plug and say, I'm not doing this anymore. But we're nowhere near that stage on Cities in Motion, so there's no reason for that one to end. And then, yeah, doing lots of live streams and playing with the widgets that I've got on OBS now, and Streamlabs in particular has some really cool widgets. It's even got a merch store, which, I mean, I don't have anywhere near enough audience for that at the moment, but in the not too distant future, who knows, I might set that up. And the sub count on YouTube at the moment has been great. I'm up to 888 now, which is a very nice number. I love palindromic numbers. That's most definitely one of them. I mean, you can rearrange the number and it'd still be the same. That's how good that number is. And it's been constantly going up for the last sort of 4 weeks as well, which is very encouraging. Hopefully that translates into more views in the near future as well. So yeah, things are looking good for M4J. And XVI is starting to get the gears in motion now as well. So things are good all round. But I still need an audience to tell me what to do, in the nicest way, of course. Requests, not demands. And we have a football match to win right now as well. Dominic Ball with a very good clearance. Practically from out under the crossbar. I think Fridays might become an audience decide stream again, but better than the old version, so I won't be changing the game every hour, I'll be changing it every week. That's where I was going with that. So I might have a YouTube poll, and I might have a Twitter poll, and a Twitch poll, and I'll add them all together, and whichever game wins is the one that's played next. And I'll choose which games go on the list. So I'll be fixing the vote a little bit in that respect, because there will be games that I particularly want to play that week, which I'll be putting on the list, but ultimately it's the audience that decides which one wins. Right, so St Albans are actually playing a very similar formation to Boreham Wood. We got lucky to break them down the way we did. Randy Nurse, what a name. What a name. That's a carry-on character, isn't it? Offside. Go for that. He put it wide anyway, but Jesus. Also, McPherson's gone off and Bell's come on. McPherson got the assist. Personally, I'd have brought Laycock off, put Bell on, and moved McPherson to the striker position. Or brought Vaughan off and put McPherson out wide right. He was playing a 7.8. He was not having a bad game. Bell's got big boots to fill in this game now. Particularly as I've not been that happy with his recent performances. Clark running through. Hits it wide. Baxter, I know I've got him as a sweeper keeper, but he sort of came out and then just stood there. So I wasn't particularly happy with that. Baxter's wearing the new away kit, I think. Keeper away kit. I changed the two kits that I originally had. So the home keeper kit is now the blue and orange one, or the orange and blue one that we saw last game. The away kit is this green ensemble. And then there is a third kit which is black with the M4J red and blue in the downwards arrow shape on the chest. And then black shorts and black socks. I don't think that kit will be worn very often, but you never know. I could have done a hashtag United and make the third kit, the first team third kit, also the goalkeepers kit. But yeah. Alright, they're making more and more chances for themselves. We are still dominating possession at 64%. Happy with that, but we need to score another goal. And I don't think we're going to be able to now, because we're going to go super defensive in a second. Unless we snatch a second very shortly. Or I cancel the match plan. Good tackle from Bell. He finds Laycock. Back to Bell, out to Roberts. Bell again. Plays it back to Barrett. Inside to Allen. Forward to Bell. Laycock in the centre there. Back to Allen, across to Roberts. Out to Vaughan. Good crossing opportunity here. Swings it in. Laycock's header. Back of the net. That was very, very good football in the build-up to that. That was a very good team goal. There's a few times there where I thought we were going to lose it. We did very well to hold on to it. That's a great pass from Roberts into Vaughan. And a good pick out there. Great header as well. Good play. Well done, team. In front of a nowhere near capacity crowd of 783. I don't like matches where the away fans outnumber the home fans, and that is definitely the case today. So what have we got? 783 minus 478 is 305. We got 305 fans. That's not a lot, is it? It's not good enough. We need more fans. Stevenage have started a new initiative today, which I think is quite cool. There are 44,000 homes in Stevenage and the surrounding villages, apparently, and a population of 88,000 in those homes. So we get a capacity... we don't get a capacity. We get a crowd of about 2,500 on average at each home game. Home fans. I think the overall crowd is about 3,000 and something, but a lot of those are... or the difference is made up of away fans. So they have launched an initiative today where all 44,000 homes will receive a letter from the club explaining who Stevenage Football Club are, what league they're in, who the manager is, things like that, naming a couple of the squad, and offering them a discounted rate on tickets for one game. I think it's good. I think it's good that a football club will do that. Stevenage does a lot for the community, and a lot of the citizens of Stevenage don't actually know that the club, first of all, that they exist, or if they do know they exist, they don't know what league they play in. So it's more of it's an informative campaign. We're in the semi-final. I was wondering what that payout was for. It's good that we're trying to get more fans in, and hopefully it works. Because even when we were in League One, we finished 6th in our first season in League One. Got to the playoffs. We lost to Sheffield United in the semi-final. I think that was the season Sheffield Wednesday went up, in fact. And even then, we only had a crowd of like 4,000 people. Stevenage is a big town. Very big town. It's the first station stop out of King's Cross on most express services. I always judge how big a town is, by the way, by what kind of trains stop at the station. If it hasn't got a station, then it doesn't exist as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, Stevenage is a big town. The problem is, a lot of them are Spurs fans. And those that aren't Spurs fans are Arsenal fans. So, you know, armchair fans sit in front of the TV and claim they know everything about football type of people. They're the ones we need to try and convert to Stevenage fans and actually get them consistently attending matches. Which is easier said than done, admittedly. Right, FC United of Manchester in the FA Trophy semi-final. And we are playing them next in the league as well. Exciting times ahead. I was planning on finishing the season tonight. I left it with 11 games to go. But I forgot that we were still in the cup. So there are extra matches that I didn't really factor in. Plus, I think we've still got 9 league games left now as well because I took so long to get started. So we might not actually finish the season tonight. I would have done it on camera, particularly if we got into the playoffs. But I might have to do it off camera. Just so that next week we're not doing pre-season. I want to avoid doing pre-seasons on stream if possible. Because it's not the most exciting thing. You've seen it once, you've seen it every time, essentially. I'm just checking what the hashtag football score is, since I mentioned them just now. Alex Samuel, ex-Stevenage, scored for Wickham tonight. Why we let him go, I do not know. Do not know. Such a dumb thing to do. Hashtag we're losing, as of an hour ago. Because I follow Viva Rail on Twitter as well. They're testing their new trains for the Bedford-Bletchley route. So I'm seeing a lot of that coming up on my feed as well. Foster, no, I'm not going to move him down. Yeah, Greenwood, the matches you have started, you've not played very well, so I'm not going to give you first team football at the moment. Oh, completed it, mate. Merchandise is now available on the Rooster Teeth store. I did go to RTX at the weekend. I mean, I didn't not enjoy it, if that makes sense. But I think there were some flaws in the system, shall we say, that perhaps need to be ironed out for future conventions. I'm guessing it works in Austin, and that's why they tried it over here. But I think, if anything, it highlights the cultural differences between the UK and the US. In that we don't really, like, when we queue for something, we queue in a queue with fences around it, and not like arbitrary lines drawn on the floor. Oh, Jakubiak. My Jakubiak, who's not actually in the bench for this game, but would have been if I'd swapped him around with Greenwood, which I nearly did. He scored for Bristol Rovers. Yeah, Bristol Rovers tonight. Hashtag were 3-1 down. They've now made it 4-3 as of 37 minutes ago. They're doing well. They are doing well. Gotta hand it to them. I did think at the start of the season, hashtag we're going to struggle, but well, I mean, they did struggle at the start. I think they went 4 games without a win at the start. But yeah, they were 3-1 down at half time, and they've come back and won it. Oh, and PSG have scored. Good man, Mbappe. Good man. I like Mbappe. Normally when a player gets really good and people go, oh, he's the best in the world, blah, 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 I normally look for reasons to hate him. But I can't find any reasons to hate Mbappe. I think he's been very, very good the last couple of seasons. Right, Musa with the ball. Crosses it in towards Laycock. Good header away from Doyle. Roberts lined one up and arrowed it into Rosed. Yeah, we're sitting comfortably 5th in the league at the moment. If we'd have won that last game against Team Solent, we probably would have been 2nd or 3rd right now. As it happens, we've now got quite a gap to close. So we're 8 points behind Plymouth at the top. With 8 games to go, mind, so there's still, 24 points to play for. Plenty of football still to go. But we're not making it easy for ourselves. I don't think I'll be finishing the season on stream tonight, because I've been streaming for nearly 2 hours already. 10 minutes of that was the weird music thing at the start, which I do now know to fix for next time. So that won't happen again. Plus, I think the first 15-20 minutes after the music debacle was me messing around with screen sizes and whatnot. So it's a learning curve. It is a learning curve. I can't, as much as I would love to do just slick live streams and slick videos with no mistakes, I don't think that would do very well for the channel either. I think mistakes are part of life. Messing up, I mean, you don't learn anything if you're good at it from the get-go, do you? So I know now how to do the audio on the new OBS. I know how to get the music to play without looping and echoing over and over again. And I also know what screen sizes to use from now on too. How's it looking for those of you that are watching it? The screen size is okay? Is there anything you would perhaps lay out a little bit differently? I know the chat box is a bit of a pain. I might get rid of the chat box on screen altogether at this rate. And even the tip jar. The problem is because it's transparent backgrounds. If I put a block colour as the background, then you wouldn't be able to see what's going on the screen behind it, obviously. But if I don't have the block background, then the tip jar especially, and sometimes the chat window, particularly in Football Manager where there's lots of text everywhere, it's very hard to distinguish them. It's annoying. I remember way back when I first started streaming, I had a bar along the left hand side and a bar along the top where I'd put all my information in chat boxes and things like that. But even then that looks a bit weird. Maybe I've just got too many widgets. I like having the goals along the bottom. I think that looks cool. That was a bad goal to concede as well. I like having the goal bars along the bottom. And I like having the boss battle on the top. Although even that blends in slightly with the game. In the matches, like in the highlight screen, the screen looks good. It's only in the between matches windows, and on this screen even, just where there's text everywhere, it doesn't look so good. Right, Sinclair. That's Jerome Sinclair, I believe, who currently used to play for Liverpool, then went to Watford, and now he's out on loan in League One somewhere, I think. Fleetwood springs to mind. Apparently he plays for FC United on here. Oh, Laycock. That's a massive waste. He has really good games, and he has really bad games. And this definitely looks like one of his bad games. And there's never an in-between. There's never an okay game. It's always one extreme or the other. How frustrating. Is that Ronnie Bath they got playing in defence as well? It's amazing. It's one of the reasons I love Football Manager, because you would never... Oh, it's Robbie Bath. You would never think that one day Jerome Sinclair would be playing for FC United in the National League. Even though it might happen in the future. You've always got players at the end of their career sometimes make some strange decisions. But these days, the strange decisions are becoming the norm. But it's really interesting to see it play out in Football Manager. Like the whole Team Solent thing. You know, they had Jay Rodriguez, they had Sam Mantum. They've got Harley Dean playing in defence for them now. You would never sit there in real life and think, oh, Jay Rodriguez is going to play in the National League before he retires. And he's going to play for a team where he doesn't actually get paid. He just gets some money if he scores a goal for them. You know, and he's only 34. He was only 34 when he joined them. He's not 34 now. I think he's like 36. He might have even actually retired as a player on here now. But he was 34 when he joined them. Most players haven't even reached their peak at that age. You look at Ronaldo. He's nearly 34 now. He's only just joined Juventus. Yes, McPherson. He's been a revelation for us this season. Laycock with the assist. There you go, half-time change. Bell came on for Allen. We went 2 up top, and it paid dividends almost straight away. Vaughan did get involved as well, in so much as the ball bounced off him back to Laycock. But hey, that's involved. Mead off, ball on. So Toshak has moved back into central defence. This could be the turning point. Let's see, shall we? Tom Ball with the throw to McPherson. Plays it to Bell. Back to Roberts. Forward to Bell. McPherson's offside. Wasn't a good shot anyway, but he was most definitely offside. Come on, give me a highlight. Score another goal. We need to get some wins on the board. We want Boston to be the team that falls out of the playoffs, not us. Come on, game. Be good to me. We've got 2 people watching on Twitch. Let's get a win for them. I was kind of hoping we'd get a follow or maybe a donation. I mean, a donation's a lot to ask, I admit, but you know, a cheer or something like that, because I've got a new system for the end screen as well, which I think does rely on those things in order to work properly. But no pressure. You know, I'm not saying people have to especially when it comes to money. No one has to tip. No one has to donate. All right, Kurt is on his way. I'll stream for another half hour or so, so we'll see how far we can get towards the end of the season. And then, you know, this series is very much drop in and out. So I'll always start the stream by doing a recap of what you've missed between streams. And then I'll try and get straight into it a little bit faster in future, because I took way too long tonight, I'll admit that. That wasn't a bad ball then. Just needed someone to run onto it. Everyone's just trotting along without care in the world. Come on, lads. Mo has come on for Musa. That should give us a little bit more oomph down the left. We'll see. Sinclair won the header, found Howard. Dominic Ball with a good interception there. Hello, Kurt. Good evening. What do you think of the new stream layout? Alright, McPherson, he's in. He's in. He's in. Oh! Straight at the keeper. That should go down as a bad miss. Moho with the corner. Easy header away from the defender. Completely unchallenged. Laycock back to Moho. Back to Laycock. Nice 1-2. How the hell did that end up going in? No way is that his goal. No way is that Laycock's goal. That is an own goal all day long. Look at this. Good play by Laycock here. Plays it to Moha. Gets it back from him. This shot is going about 50 yards wide. It's going out for a throw-in. Cannons off the defender and then off the post and in. And somehow that's Laycock's goal. Not for me. In fact, no, the rules of football, that is not his goal. Not a chance. Ridiculous. I'm happy we're winning, but, you know, that's not his goal. Do you know, I'm going to mark that, actually. Let me just add a stream marker there. So I might just isolate that clip, send it to Sports Interactive and just say, what the hell? Ah, nice. Nice, nice, nice. So you are now officially on the same status as myself. I mean, I'll let you decide if that's a good thing or not. Right, Tom Ball with the throw to Vaughan. Moho, was he fouled there? I think it was a strong challenge rather than a foul. You're a neat. What the hell does that stand for? Not employed something something, I think it is, isn't it? I did used to know what it stood for. McPherson finds Laycock. Is that Bell running through the middle? It is. There we go. Game, set and match. Great finish. By the way, I don't know if you saw that on the overview screen there. Not in education, employment or training. That's the one. That's the one. Yep, we're both neat. I try and kid myself and say this is self-employment, but until it pays, it's not really. Yeah, there you go. Attendance, 3,791. And 3,762 of those are home fans. We took 9 fans to Manchester. The Hatfield Ultras. Alright, Dale on the ball. Finds Thomas. Back to Dale. There's full time. Great result. Laycock somehow gets a 9.0. Yes, he got 1 assist, and that's all he got in my eyes. He did not score. He certainly didn't assist the second goal, the third goal, sorry, because that was McPherson, who, in my opinion, he scored and got an assist. So he should have been man of the match for me. Oh well. I'm not. Oh, he did get the assist. Okay, Laycock did get the second assist. I'm not congratulating him for that goal. Like I said, I'm pleased we scored it, but not his goal. Own goal all day long. So Kurt, I'll do a quick recap with what I was saying about Friday streams. I'll need to change this on my calendar, actually. I need to change a lot of things on my calendar. So Friday will become like a poll. So this week I will choose a game to play on Friday on Twitch. and then during that stream I will have a poll running where people can vote as to what game they want to see me play next Friday on stream. And that will roll over. When I have my week off, I'll still do the vote the week before, but it will carry over obviously to the week after the break. I think it's cool. I like giving my audience a voice. I think that's a good way of doing it. So the reason I'm telling you that is because there might be some games like Space Engineers where I need people on the game with me. I'll put that as a disclaimer actually. If a game like Space Engineers wins, but no one else is available to play it on that particular week, then I might like put that one on ice, roll it over to the week after, perhaps, and play a different game, or I'll reopen the poll with Space Engineers removed from the list, so people will still decide what game gets chosen. Also, Kurt, are you free this Saturday for GTA? I think we're just going to do random races and stuff this week. Ah, Liverpool won in the end. 3-2. God, they got lucky. Ah, yeah. So you are now free on Saturdays. Cool, cool. So Josh said he's up for it as well. We might have to do a warm-up session between now and then, he said. But, you know, I'm up for that. Any excuse as far as I'm concerned. I'll happily play GTA. I love this. Dinsmore excited by inform Hatfield town. Dinsmore's a legend as far as this club's concerned. How old is he now? He's 29. He's played for Ashford for 4 years now. He's starting to get his form back. So you can see we let him go here. Before that we were in the Bostock League Premier. So he's dropped down 2 divisions, I think, from when we released him. So he's 3 divisions below where we are now. I think he's found a comfortable level. Parsons, on the other hand, no idea what happened to him. You can't be the right guy. No. Did he retire? I think he retired. Yeah, he retired. He never found a new club after Egham. That's what I was afraid of. That's why I brought him on trial when we did the last stream. That's really sad. And Clifton, Lord knows where he went. He retired as well. Went to Bedfont. That's really sad. Dinsmore's he's the last man standing. Wasn't expecting that. That's a somber moment. Bloody hell. We'll have to do, like, if ever I launch a merch store, I mean, I'll have to check with copyright and stuff. I might have to do it without the Hatfield logo on it. But I'd sell a Hatfield shirt, like the blue and red stripes, with maybe the XVI logo on the front or something. And just put, like, Dinsmore, Parsons, Clifton as names on the back. I can imagine that would sell very well. But then again, I'm going to have to be aware of the copyright, selling people's names. None of this. say a good catchphrase and stick it on a shirt thing. Rooster Teeth have pretty much monopolised that market. Right, am I going to move Jakubiak onto the bench instead of Greenwood? For this game, I think I am. I like Greenwood. You can see he's still got plenty of potential, but he's a bit out of form at the moment. And particularly as McPherson and Laycock are both in much better form. And I would probably choose them over Greenwood at the moment anyway. Harsh as I am. Yeah, just have to be focused on playing. Sure. Don't even know who Jordan Beanie is, but apparently he's not playing for them today. So where are they in the league? They're not in the top 10. So if we win today, we're still... actually, we're only 5 points off the top now. And if we win today, we can go third. If results go our way. So there's the incentive right there, lads. Because, you know, third place means we don't have to do the playoff in the playoffs. I always forget. Josh, what's that round called? If you finish between 4th and 7th? Is it like the elimination? Something like that, they called it? Wait for him to get back to me on that. I think last season was the first season they actually had it. I know how it works, I just forgot what it was called. So the 4th to 7th play each other, 4th versus 5th, 6th versus 7th. And then the winners of 4th versus 5th play 2nd place, I think. And then the winners of 6th versus 7th play 3rd place, I think. It might be the other way around. And then it goes into a conventional playoff, so that becomes the semi-final. And then the winner of that fixture then plays the final. Right, Vaughan with a cross. Laycock, he's always got 2 defenders on him now. They certainly identified him as a threat. Allen to Roberts. Good ball over the top, actually. Vaughan. Ah, he played it behind him. And then Roberts skews it wide. That wasn't a bad ball from Vaughan, but he just played it behind the run of Laycock. You could argue perhaps that McPherson should have been in that position, ready to run onto it, but oh well. Right, Okoye towards the middle. Ball intercepts it. Mead now with the long ball over the top. Laycock is running. Laycock has got onto it. No idea what the defender was doing there. Laycock whiffed it anyway. Sounds about right. Yeah. Do you know what that first round is called, though? When 4th and down to 7th play each other. Is it just called the elimination round? I'll check after the game, if you're not sure. I think it's an interesting new system. They've basically put it in place so that if the Football League to National League promotion and relegation places is increased from 2 to... I think they want it increased to 4. And that's why they've put that system in place. Because it's very easy then to say 1st, 2nd, 3rd are automatic promotion, and then you still have the 4 playoff places beneath that. So the system's already in place for that change. But at the moment they've got this extra playoff match. It's like a placeholder, essentially. Elimination first round, and yeah, 1st and 2nd leg. We'll call it that, even if it's not what it's called. Oh, we're 1-0 down. Matt Barnard with the goal. That's what Laycock should have done when he got through, was play it over the keeper's shoulder. Because actually, that's almost a carbon copy of the chance we had. Mead with the ball to Laycock. This time it was Embleton with the ball to Barnard. We should have done better. It's annoying. Alright. We can come back into it. There are a lot of matches I've played this season where we go a goal down and have to come back. Although I'm a little bit worried by the fact that they've taken off McPherson and put Bell on. Because again, I'd have taken off Laycock myself. I might have to change that for next game. Actually start McPherson up front with Bell behind and put Laycock on the bench. That was a good block. And nearly were in for a second there. Musa to Vaughan. End of highlight. Come on, let's try and equalise before half time. Laycock's injured. Twisted knee. Ouch. If he can play on still, see it through to half time and then bring him off. Put your Kubiak on. That's why we shouldn't have brought off McPherson. I don't know why we needed to make a change there actually, because we didn't change formation, and the only thing we changed was style of play. We didn't change formation, we didn't change players or anything. There was no need to make that substitution. That needs to be put in the match plans for FM19, if match plans are indeed returning. There's a few kinks in the system that need to be ironed out. Laycock here with a chance. He's just not very good on his left foot. He's not playing well. He wasn't playing well before the injury. I doubt he's going to get better with the injury. Mead to Toshak. To Musa. Into Laycock. Plays it back to Allen. First time to Roberts. Into Bell. Forward to Musa. Crosses it in. Vaughan with the header. Oh, he should have headed it down. Laycock was in then. A weak header. Very easy for the goalkeeper. Barnard plays it to right. Hodgson. Barnard. Good save Baxter. They're looking more dangerous than we are at the moment. We've had more possession and more shots, but clear-cut chances, it's one apiece. They took theirs and we didn't. Toshak playing with fire there as well. You do not let the striker control it in that position. Alright, half time. Formation should be switched up a little bit now. Toshak to Musa. Ball over the top, easily headed away. Roberts with the second ball. Laycock flicks it on, but he was offside. Went in though. Anyone else notice that? Right, Allen has gone off. Jakubiak's come on. So it looks like Laycock's staying out there with his twisted knee. Oh well, two up top at least. It's a shame you can't bring McPherson back on. He would have done wonders. That's what changed the last game, was moving him from the cam to the striker. I might even switch back to two up top. The only reason I don't do that is because the match plan for it, I haven't added all the extra time stuff in. Plus I've made more tweaks. So I might just have to do another copy and paste job. Oh, they've hit the post. Mead gets it away to Vaughan. Conboy's counter-attack. Plays it nicely to Laycock, who was tackled because he can't play football for Toffee. We're not playing well. Oh, that could have been a goal as well. We are not playing well at all. Come on, team. Vaughan out wide. Ah, needed to cross it. Barrett finds Bell. Into Laycock. Jakubiak. Yeah, Laycock offside. Musa hit the post anyway. We just don't look like scoring in this game. It just takes one moment of brilliance. That's all it is. One moment. Who've we got taking this? Bell. Corner. It's better than nothing. He's going to run and kick this into the first man now. Alright, Musa. Tried to cross it in. Blocked by the defender. Finds Roberts this time. Mead. Back to Roberts. To Musa. Low cross to Jakubiak. Oh, he just couldn't get it out from under his feet. Toshak to Musa again. Good cross. Jakubiak gets in. Debut goal. We were hammering on the door then. Chance after chance after chance. That could have easily been put into the back of the net. Toshak here, great first time ball. Musa, fantastic near post cross. Jakubiak, bullet header, top corner. Great equaliser. Well played, lads. Alright, Barrett on the ball. Into Bell. Forward to Laycock. Out wide to Musa. He crosses it in. Jakubiak again. 2 goals in a minute. We've woken up now. We have woken up now. What a goal that was as well. 2 goals from Jakubiak. 2 assists from Musa. Much better. Much better. Mead's gone off. Ball's come on. Toshak's moved inside again. Ball at left back. It's Tom Ball at left back. Don Ball still playing at centre back. Vaughan whips it in. Musa's shot blocked by the keeper. Laycock now couldn't get his shot away. Hodgson plays it forward to Barnard. Toshak went for the first tackle and missed. Ball seemed to have won the second. Should be switching to the more defensive formation in a second. We've already gone back to the 4-2-3-1 actually. I didn't even notice that. Right, any second now. Barnard with a free kick here. Over the wall, over the bar. You don't see many free kicks scored at this level. Not on the game anyway. In real life I think you do actually. But not on here. No idea what position Laycock's going to play in at the end when we go to the 4-2-3-1-0. Bell with a good header there to Jakubiak. Game changer he is. Absolute game changer. It shows how well Musa's played as well. Jakubiak scored 2 goals in a minute and he's only on the same rating as Musa. Laycock's still on a 6.3. He's had a nightmare today. We've basically been playing the game with 10 men. When someone's got a rating that low. Oh, Vaughan, you should have played the overlap. Barrett was in. Gave the ball away. Stupid position. They're in behind. Hodgson. Whew. I'm glad he can't shoot. That was dangerous. There we go. So Laycock is playing left midfield. Interesting. So Musa must have dropped back. Yeah, Musa's dropped back into defence midfield. Hodgson again. Baxter's got to be careful there. He's nearly stepped over his line. And do you know what? This game, I wouldn't be surprised if he did end up stepping over the line and it went down as an own goal. I'm sure that's happened to someone. Alright, just a couple of minutes left. 5 minutes of injury time. God almighty. Alright, looks like these minutes are going to breeze past actually. We should be out of the woods now. Baxter with a long ball forward. Bell was outnumbered 2-1. Jakubiak now. Going completely the wrong way. Plays it back to Dominic Ball. Back to Baxter. Forward to Toshak. Nice ball out wide to Vaughan. Inside to Jakubiak. Forward to Bell. Not good from Bell. That's full time. Whew. There we go. We did it the hard way. Yet again. Just like we did against Bournemouth. Alright. I'm looking at the clock. 2.5 hours. That sounds about right to end the stream, actually. Sounds about right. It's been a good one in terms of the football. Sorry again for the technical hitch at the start. If you're watching this on YouTube especially, thank you for your patience if you did skip through the beginning bit and are still watching at this point. I've learnt from that mistake, like I was saying before. I will save the game actually before I end the stream, just in case. So yeah, this time next week, we'll be streaming Football Manager again. It'll be at some point during the next season. It'll probably be towards the end of next season. Because again, I can easily, in a couple of days, I can rattle through a season on this game once I get going. Particularly with the match plan and things like that, it's very easy to play the game quickly. So basically, we'll come back from wherever I am when we're streaming next week is where we are. Essentially, I'm not going to have set points. Even if I get to a cup final or something like that this season, I'm just going to play it off camera and enjoy the game, because that's what it's all about at the end of the day, isn't it? It's about enjoying the game. My thanks to Tom, to Josh, and to Kurt for coming in and watching. I have a little credits thing coming up in a second, so I don't know what this is going to look like actually on this particular stream. And again, I can't check to see if the music's playing without messing up the audio. So you'll have to take my word for it that it's supposed to be good. When I tested it earlier, it looked awesome. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. You'll get a reminder for that again in just a second. If you're watching this on Twitch, hit the big follow button, and also go over to m4jmedia.com and subscribe to the two calendars, the YouTube calendar and the Twitch calendar, so you never miss an upload and you never miss a stream. No worries, Kurt. You weren't late. You just arrived when you arrived. You know, if you came in at 10:30 saying where's the stream, then yeah, you'd have been late. But you know, if you've got commitments, you've got commitments. You can't really change that. Main thing is you came in and watched some of it, which is always very much appreciated. Right. So yes, thank you very much everybody for... Yeah, golfer, you were late. Thank you very much everybody for watching. Enjoy the preview of the new credit system. Hopefully it all works fine. And watch out for your names as well. Don't be offended if your name isn't on the list. There's a reason for that. It's because you don't fall under any of the criteria. It's one of the reasons why I wanted there to be not subscribers but followers and things like that during the stream, so that we can actually see this properly. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys, and until next time, I will see you soon.